Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today what we're going to be talking about is how you can stand out as a software engineer. This could be if you're looking for a job or if you're already working in a team of people, of engineers, and you want to stand out. Standing out and being unique is usually one of the only things you need to either get that job or get that promotion or just progress in your career. Now, before we get started, I just want to say thank you to every one of my subscribers. You guys, we just reached 100 subscribers. I'm super grateful for you guys, and this channel is just going to keep on growing. I have so much awesome content planned. And so I'll see you at the next milestone, which is 1,000. Now, if you're new to this channel, what we do here is we talk about how to become a software engineer, how to change career paths and become a software engineer. And I just basically try to give you guys tips based on my own personal experience to help you guys as much as I can. If you like the content, feel free to like and subscribe. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I'm grateful for you guys, and I'll keep doing my best to make amazing content. So, how do you stand out as a software engineer? The first thing I would recommend is to become an expert at something very niche, something very specific. And so when someone on your team needs your help, with this specific thing, you're the go-to person, right? If you're the go-to person on your team that is really good at Git, and then whenever someone has a problem with a merge conflict, or they're having a problem pushing up their code, they come to you. Especially at big companies, that'll be really noticed. And if you're the guy, you're the go-to person that helps people out with a specific niche or something like that, then that'll definitely make you stand out of the crowd. Also, someone who's really good at one thing is a lot more valuable than like a jack of all trades. I've mentioned this in previous videos. Not only is this a good way to stand out, but it's a good way to become like a very successful software engineer, right? You want to get really good at one thing, but in this specific situation, I'm talking about something really, really, really niche, like something more than just like, becoming the best JavaScript developer, like something like CSS. If you can become the person in your company that is the best at CSS and everyone comes to you for that, it'll really make you stand out. Also, if you're really good at a niche, that means, there's very few people that are good at that as well, right? The more specific you dive down into a niche, the fewer people there are that can do that also. So if you have a skill that you're really good at that very few other people have, do I need to say anything else? Like, that makes you super valuable. And then when you're looking for a job, it'll probably be something very rare that the companies are looking at, and it'll increase your chances of getting hired. So whether you want to stand out in an existing team or stand out in a pool of job applicants, becoming really good at something niche is an incredible thing to do. And there's like a ton of areas that you can specialize in, right? There's not just, CSS and Git. You can become the best person in terms of, implementing tests into your software, or the best person, using like something like Kubernetes, like containerizing your applications. You can become a professional or like an expert at something very niche, and there's no limit to what you can become an expert at. The second thing I want to mention is to become a software engineer that really takes initiative. So if you're already working as a software engineer, you can agree that it's very easy to fall into the trap of just coding. If a bug fix comes in, you fix the bug. If there's a new feature request, you fix the feature request, and you just get into this trap of just doing what you're used to, and that's it, like just doing the job requirements. But if you can take initiative and kind of go that extra mile, then you can really stand out, especially at a software company, right? If you become the person that says, okay, I'm going to write the technical documentation for everyone. Or if you can become the person that says, okay, I'm going to take on the technical debt. There's this problem has existed for months. I'm just going to solve it right now. I'm not just going to keep taking in the bug fixes and new feature requests. I'm going to take time out of my day and, fix this problem that we've had. Stuff like that really makes you stand out, especially at a big software company when no one wants to do these things. If you're the guy or girl that just says, fuck it, I'm gonna go do this. This has been a problem for such a long time. That'll definitely be noticed, and it'll push other people in your team to do the same thing. And it's just overall like a great mindset to have. Whether it's, completing old technical debt or implementing a new technology or taking the lead on a project, anything that you take initiative on will get noticed. And it's a very good thing. Not only is it going to get you noticed, but you'll learn something new. You'll expose yourself to a new area of your job that you haven't tried before. And it's just a win-win situation all around, any way you look at it. Now, this kind of leads into another pretty good tip, and it's to do the dirty work that no one wants to do, right? I have an example from my previous job that I had. We had a web app that we were working on, and then for the longest time, there was some CSS that was just really, really buggy. And first of all, no one really knew CSS, and second of all, no one really wanted to work on CSS. It doesn't feel like the best thing to work on. It just looked really bad, and it was internal, so it wasn't a huge deal, but it just looked really bad, and it was a problem for a very long time. I came in a couple months later, I was like, you know what, this is so annoying. I just fixed it all. I fixed all the CSS. It took me a couple of days. I think it took me like 1 or 2 days. I just fixed everything. And then, you know, as soon as I pushed up that fix, everyone was like, wow, like it made such a huge difference and it really made me stand out. So stuff like that, doing the dirty work that no one else wants to do, will definitely make you stand out. It's kind of the same thing as taking initiative. So I really want you to take initiative right now and like think about in your workplace, if you're a software engineer, what's some of the dirty work that no one wants to do? What's something you know that should have been done a long time ago, but everyone's been pushing off, right? Just do that right now. I guarantee you, your coworkers will look at you differently and it'll make you stand out. And then finally, I just want to emphasize the importance of good communication. If you can learn how to communicate very well with your team, especially with non-technical people on your team, and be the person that non-technical members of your team go to get explanation on things that are more technical. So for example, like if someone on the marketing team at your company comes to you for an explanation on something technical, and you have the ability to communicate technical things, that's priceless. It's a very important skill to have, and it'll definitely make you stand out. So many times I've seen software engineers that have no idea how to communicate things that they're working on to someone who has no background in technology. So if you can develop that skill, it's awesome. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Don't forget, there's so many ways to stand out, and it's one of the best things you can do. Don't just get used to your normal job requirements. Always try to push yourself and take initiative and go the extra mile so you can stand out. And I guarantee you it'll make reaching your goals that much easier. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, everyone. Enjoy your coding.